everybody.
Hello, stream. Hello.
Hi, everyone. All right, so where we left off, the party got their memories back, finding that they did not have so peaceful past, with most of them being employed by Hasterton Laos, and Itchy being the odd one out and being a slave of Hasterton Laos to be sacrificed. But he found a different use for him and brought all of them into the dreamscape, which then he traded their memories to the Mad Poet in exchange for the location of the Necronomicon. That's when he then dropped them off at the asylum to be forgotten about and to tie up that loose end.
And our ends were not loose.
And so now they have, after a very long boat trip, they find themselves in Casimir. The boat slowly pulling up to the dock and then anchoring themselves off. Welcome to Casimir.
Hey, we're finally here.
Hey, maybe we can get some nice real estate here.
So what you can find from Laus's notes in regards to what he was trying to find in Casimir, he was looking for an associate of his called, I'm going to have this pronounced to me. Just a second, because I do not know how to say that name. It's all weird. How do I say your name? Micnian. So Micnian Moon.
Oh, Eminem.
So Micnian Moon is
His
his
name is?
colleague he was looking for here. Unfortunately, you don't know anything more than just his name. The captain of the Cell in Sterling stands on the dock as she watches her 12-man crew begin to offload some of the lumber that she had got from Thrushmore.
Nice wood.
I believe this is your stop.
Yes, we get off here.
We're gonna go look for that Mickey Mouse fellow.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're looking for.
Where did your 12 crew come from? I thought there was only 3
No,
of us.
they've been here this whole time. I just didn't have them on the map. Because that ship would be just full of icons if I did that. So I decided to make them in the background.
Well, we completed our quest of memory retrieval.
Oh, excellent. I just wonder where you're going now.
We do too.
Where did Hazardton Laos is he going? Where's he going?
The last place you knew we were going was here.
Do
He's
we
gonna
have
keep-
something more specific than that? Like what was his target here? Like what was the? Do we know that yet?
I'm going to go to the bar and ask there.
A man named Micnian. He was looking for his old colleague, a man named Micnian. And that's about all you know.
I assume we go to these random numbers that aren't in order, nor start
Now,
from 1.
do you see in the
to
top
50.
left of your screen there? See that is a key that tells you what those numbers are.
Oh.
I actually wasn't zoomed out far enough. So
I wasn't either. I didn't see the key either.
Yeah, I didn't. I have to zoom way out to see that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Oh shit! I forgot your character's name. Pepper.
My name is Ryzen Hammerthrow. Thank you.
Ryzen, yeah. Well, you're not
You know,
wrong.
Honorable dwarf for the dwarven people.
How foolish of me to forget. But you're not wrong. Going to the tavern to see if maybe someone there knows the guy we're looking for is not the worst idea.
The problem is, with all these names, I have no idea which one's the tavern.
I'm assuming it's dog's teeth.
He's a dwarf. Of course he wants to get drunk.
It's not drunk, it's communing with God.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can just go start asking around. You can also just do like a general information gathering, which is just a diplomacy check.
Well, I'm at the gate. I say, where is a place for us to stay? Por favor.
random guard flips you off in a language you don't understand.
So I don't know, like, even though that thing has a key up there, fortunately I have nowhere to like really know what those things are.
Well, 12 is called Three Gates. That's definitely a bar.
That's because I kind of borrowed this map because I didn't have one and I didn't want you guys staring at a blank screen.
All right, so we go to the Three Gates bar.
Okay, you head into the three gates. And you do see that it is a like more upstanding place. You see more of the Casimir some of the Casimir guards are in here enjoying their time off or while they're on break.
Well, we go in and inquire about a room for us all. You with the large forehead. Me and my companions require lodging.
Lodging? Let's see. How many are you?
4.
We have a child with us, if that counts.
Also a bird with weird human legs.
I don't see a bird with human leg.
Who's keeping count here?
We could do 30 gold apiece.
That seems a bit high for a room for the night.
Now, you're also at the highest establishment. The knights spend their nights here.
You're telling me there's cheaper places?
So this is for nights?
Could say that.
Well, tell us, have you heard of the guy that we've been looking for, whose name I can't remember?
McNean.
McNean.
Have you heard of this guy, Mr. Hoity-Toit?
As soon as you mention the name of McNean, the attendee at the bar, like face seems to go blank, and then they just shake their head. No, never heard of him.
Well, we hadn't either. We're looking for them.
Let's see who else is with you. Farron, can you roll a perception for me? Farron, you notice that after the conversation of mentioning McNean, you can see that some of the guards are now giving you a sideways glance as if they're now all paying attention to you just for bringing that name up. They don't move to act, and some of them still are talking amongst each other, but their eyes are now upon you.
Well, it seems we've struck quite a nerve.
You don't know. You haven't noticed, Rice.
Oh, I notice everything.
Are you telling us the truth about this McNean fella?
Yeah, so it's just Farron that notices the guards are now like listening in on your conversation.
I'll nudge Ryzen and Marcellus?
Aren't
Yeah,
one of you guys clerics or
I'll-
something?
Yeah, me. I'll nudge Ryzen and Marcellus and kind of nod over towards the guard. They're looking at us. I think they heard who we were looking for.
Well, you wouldn't happen to know if the name whatever his name, Laus?
Hazardton Laos, yeah.
Hasterton Laus.
What my
He just shrugs.
fellows once said.
He shrugs. No, I haven't heard of that name either. You might want to go check the harbor master. He's the one that checks the people in and out. I don't want people come off the ship. Sure, you saw him when you came in.
We already talked to him. He told us to talk to you.
Ryzen, can you roll a sense motive? You didn't speak to the harbor master.
Yes, we did. How can you prove we didn't? You weren't there, you fool.
Ryzen, you can see that the glass the mug he's been holding on to, he's been almost like rubbing the finish off as his eyes seem to dart to the guards who are now paying attention, who have been paying attention to you. Some of them even moving closer, but only by like a seat.
Yes, the harbor master told us that you could point us in the right direction, considering you were one of his compatriots.
Quickly jab both of the people next to me with my elbow. I think we should prepare for battle.
Well,
As I cue up Hugin.
perhaps we'll come back at another time. Guys, we could find cheaper lodging, I think, at another place.
The attender like almost lets out a sigh of relief as you guys are getting ready to leave.
As we walk out, I say, I think the guy's up to no good.
Shouldn't we ask the guards? Or do you think that's a bad idea?
I mean, this could possibly be a massive bar fight.
I think that we just got here. We should tread lightly, at least for now. The problem is they'll know who we are already. But, oh, by the way, this is just outside. Shouldn't the rich people bar be inside the walls, not out in the fucking suburbs where the poor people live?
Again, this map should not be actually representative of anything that's actually here, because this is a different map for a different campaign, but this is what the city looks like.
Okay, so I suggest, gentlemen, that we find another place to find lodgings, even though we do have enough money to afford 30 gold per day.
Itchy, while you've been out, not with them, because you didn't say you went with them, you've been out trying to gather information.
I even said I was generally asking people.
You notice that most of the people that when you bring up this name will either not answer you or pretend they didn't hear you, as if they're trying to avoid talking to you.
I mean, Itchy wouldn't like that. Just saying.
Maybe we should go to... As I pull out my map that I just suddenly have of the entire area with the key, maybe we should go to this old Casimir.
Again, don't use anything that's on this map. This is just what the city looks like.
This map that I was randomly provided in my inventory
No.
says...
All right, so we head into town to look for a cheaper lodging.
You happen to find one more outside of where the keep is, more towards the south end of Casimir on the other side of the docks. You do find that this seems to be where majority of the sailors are hanging out. You see some of them drunkenly staggering outside, hanging on to some of the winches that are there that are available, and what appears to be a wandering troubadour group juggling and playing on their hurdy-gurdies.
Yoo-hoo! Lover boy! Says Hugin as he sticks out his human leg.
He doesn't have them, so don't have to worry about that.
The sailors are
You know what,
so...
Hugin? Get out of here.
A strange wormhole opens up and swallows Hugo.
Yep, a giant hand comes from a portal dimension above him and just removes Hugin.
All that's left is
And
a
Baron
high...
is going for a swim.
Well,
I
Human
just
is
couldn't get it
Odin's
all the way
homie. So.
across in one move.
All right, so in the bar we go. Hey, we need lodgings there, sailor.
I'm pretty full with the ships that just came in. I do have a place out there in the stable.
Well, there's 4 of us, so we're gonna need room for us and our gear. Also, we're looking for horses.
I wouldn't have any horses.
Wait,
We didn't have anybody bring in any.
We've a journey ahead of us, you see. We're looking for someone. Maybe you can help us as we're starting to get into our rooms.
No, who are you looking for?
A guy by the name of Marcellus Wallace.
Oh, Mignian.
what?
Mignian, yes.
I'm right here. Why are we looking for horses?
As soon
I
as
wouldn't
you
mind a
mention
horse.
again, it seems to happen again. As soon as you mention the name Micnian, his lips become tight and he seems to have not heard you. Sorry, say it again. I didn't hear you.
No, what I meant was Lao Shay. Do you know this man?
Wait.
I don't know that one either.
All right, fine. So how much, what?
Maybe everyone here is under a spell.
Sure. Hey, how much for a room for the four of us? How much was it for the whatever?
For the stable, I can give it to you for like 2 gold apiece. It's not much, but it'll keep you warm.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you 20 gold now, so we can all stay for 2 days.
That's mighty generous.
We'll give you more.
Oh, I'll have some seafood soup and bread in the morning, right around dawn.
We have a friend with us who will love that.
The blue one?
Yeah, his hat craves it.
Does he eat out of that hat?
Yes, and he loves to eat. That's why it's so
yes.
big.
All right, I eat out of my hat too, and he pulls off his giant hat that matches.
Oh,
Baron, somehow you have a matching hat with this man.
Well, he has impeccable taste.
I know, I eat out of this.
Quite the hat trick. Anyway, to our room.
All right, I need Farron, Marcellus, and Ryzen to roll perception. Nope, Itchy's not with you.
I poked myself in the eye, and it hurts really, really bad.
Would I be able to make another roll for like this part of the city?
Sure. Farron, you want to roll perception first before we move on there?
Nope.
Farron, when you exit this place and head to the stables, you catch some people, a couple of the Casimir guards, just like almost out of eyeshot, kind of like just standing, leaning against the wall. Another one sitting on a bench closer to you. They do appear to be some of them from the initial bar. It seems like you are being observed.
Guys, I think we're being followed, and I'll nod
say
over
that.
it.
Where's my bird?
I took him away.
So it seems like us just asking questions about that asshole has really set some heads afire.
Yeah, it really has. Well, I think
Itchy.
we should just ask the guards what they know. If we wait till morning, I can prepare a truth spell, so they can't lie to us.
Now you're using your ass. But I'm not sure it'll be so simple. If we try to cast a truth spell, we may be attacked on the spot.
Hold on. Well, first off, they have to tell the truth. But second off, you may not have to waste a spell. I pull out a scroll, and I hand it to him. It's a zone of truth.
I thought that was Dream.
Oh.
What?
No, he had some zones of truth that were not. So, like,
Oh wait,
his
no, we
scrolls
got
were
that
not
in
dream
the.
scrolls.
Yeah, we got that in whatchamacallit.
Yeah, all the scrolls in his inventory are not dream versions.
How could you doubt my scroll ability when you're halfway down the street?
Casting a spell on someone, even if it's something such as the truth, may not be seen as a friendly action by the guards here.
True, they may
Well-
not know what you're casting and may see it as a hostile action, and you could get arrested.
Or worse.
Well, hold on. What if we go to an alleyway and a guard happens to follow us there?
See, I was thinking the same thing. We could set up an ambush.
No, we go to an alley, we cast Zone of Truth. One of y'all starts screaming like you're being mugged, and when the guards rush in, we question them.
Now you're using your ass.
What if I summon a spike pit behind them so they have nowhere to run?
We
Well, we're not
don't want to
trying
kill these
them.
guards.
Yeah, we're not trying to kill
That's
anybody.
definitely a hostile.
We don't want to
Oh.
force them into aggressive action. We just want to get some answers and then get the hell out of here. That's why I was looking for horses, by the way.
Aww. Well, I meant just to trap them so they'd have nowhere to run and tell the other guards.
Maybe we find like a homeless guy, and we bribe him with coin to tell us. Because it seems like everybody knows the name, right? Because everybody is avoiding saying anything.
Yes, but the guards are watching. They might beat him up.
They may not be watching Itchy.
Itchy, you, speaking of, while you're out wandering around, Unlike these ones, you're not being followed because you haven't been asking around for the person. Right now you're generally trying to pick up rumors and names that seem important. You can send Hugin. Hugin can speak common.
Hugin, run on over there.
I look over to the corner. Hugin is still gone.
No, he's there. I just don't want him on the map because you made me mad. So you send Hugin off. Hugin can fly up, and he sees Itchy's not too far away from you.
We go find our lodgings.
Does he see any guards below him on the way to Itchy?
When you fly up, you can see about 6 guards. 2 of them kind of almost doing a patrol route, moving from east to west before heading back up north, or from west to east, and then heading back up north along the road, while 4 others still remain hovering around your location, but keeping their distance.
Okay, well, Hugin flies up and very stealthily flies away.
But something just told me, I'm like, you know what? Not all of us should go together.
Hugin goes over, and he doesn't really need to fly stealthily.
I was expecting more than just me to be
look at a bird.
solo, but...
I mean, there's one distinctive characteristic about him, but I
No,
won't mention
that doesn't exist. Anyway, Hugin can see Itchy over there by the docks. Itchy, you can see the captain of the Selin Starling talking to another halfling who appears to be in their office, which is kind of like an open office, just a desk with a bunch of notes. You look up and you can see Hugin's flying overhead.
He shoots him down. An explosion occurs. Anyways, so Hugin flies down and lands right across from him on some sort of lamppost or random thing out by the road.
Itchy is fishing.
I'm eavesdropping.
Oh, you're eavesdropping. Okay. Roll perception. Yep, I'll give you a +4 because you're doing it nonchalantly. Strange enough, Itchy, the people here do not seem to be surprised by you. Almost like they have seen other gnolls.
I mean, he was a slave.
Since this is a coastal town, but I'm giving you a bonus because you did the whole fishing net thing. You are listening to the conversation between what you can only assume is the harbor master and Skywind. So, Harbor Master, I got a couple repairs I need to the ship. Feeling the rudder is a little bit catching when I turn to the port side. He's like, yeah, but you know where to go. I'm the one that built your ship. Yeah, but I'm not sure where Etham is right now. Oh yeah, he got himself involved in some kind of high-class, society talking about philosophy and books and stuff. You know what they're called? Esoteric Knights of Evolvement, if you can believe a name like that. It's like, where do they hang out? Or where do they do these discussions? Just so I can go find it. I get usually at the beginning of the month, up near the sectored house. They discuss matters of interest. It's not really what you think. It's not some conspiratorial. They just talk, big brain stuff. Can I catch him in the morning? Yeah, you'll find him at his house. And then, Itchy, from there, you start losing the conversation as a larger crowd of people start passing through. Can't hear you.
So first, most important thing, did I catch a fish?
You did. You caught 3 of them.
Oh shit, cool. Second thing, I noticed Hugin.
Hugin, using the powers of his master, messages him for brain activity. And
Hukin can speak common. He doesn't need message. You can just directly
it's
talk.
much cooler if he talks without his mouth actually moving.
All right. So what's the message that is this? Hold on. Is this some Marcellus is casting this spell, right?
Well, Hugin is casting it through Marcellus, because can't Marcellus see through his eyes?
You don't have that ability.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so Hugin just leans in very closely and touches faces with Itchy. Hey, the party's being followed. They're very suspicious about us asking about, douche nozzle or whatever his name is. Or her, we don't really know. It's an assumption on my part.
Right. And I forward all the ballroom shenanigans to Hugan.
You believe that the person that a name had come up, an Ethem, who seems to be like involved in or has a almost like a society of alchemists, philosophers, and and engineers, and you're looking for, and you know that Hastert Laus is a scholar, and his colleague would probably also be one. There's probably a good place to go look.
Wait, before I leave, I tell Itchy one last thing. You'll have to do it alone. They don't know about you yet. And oh yes, we're living in a stable, and we're sleeping on hay, and it smells like horse shit in there.
Why didn't we stay at the fancier place? Fucking cheapskates.
And Hugin winks at him because Hugin could actually fly with him, right? Hugin could, like, be his support. He doesn't have to be really connected to Marcellus.
Through Hugin, so you can trade what's it called, senses with Hugin. So he takes yours, you take his. So that technically you can be there, you just can't control him.
Marcel's cause.
They're not like trading places. It's just now Hugin just can't see, and like Hugin himself can't see anymore because Marcellus is using his eyes. Whoever's using whoever's senses, the other one will basically go blind and deaf while you're using it.
Alright, so I'm trying to... Am I still trying to lure a homeless dude?
Oh.
You don't even know about...
I know I don't, but I'm asking this as... table talk.
Well, Marcellus is speaking through Hugin's mouth right now, basically. Well, you could go to the party thing and do that, or you could bribe a homeless dude, but, I mean, I think we have a clear objective on where to go next. The guards wouldn't know about the bribe.
What if we bribe a homeless dude to lure the guards into an alley? And then you guys get the guards. You know, trap them when they're in the alley.
Wait, so I know that there's 4 guards following us. And there's... Yeah. I guess so.
I keep realizing I'm doing this backwards on my fucking mute button.
We'll need to set up the heist, like the alley. We could leave Hugin with you, so that way you can tell him where you're gonna send these homeless people to start fighting.
Well, Hugin could find a good alleyway that would be perfect for this, since he has an aerial view.
Well, it's gonna be Yo-Yo that sets up the fight, though.
Yeah, it would have to be somewhere near you that
because they're watching us.
That are watching you would have to respond to. Because with them out of the way, like I said, you won't have anyone following you anymore. I'm not saying to
Yes.
kill them, just,
Well, if
incapacitate
they
'em.
disappear, though, then whoever sent them to follow us is going to be curious.
That is true.
Could also just start a bar fight. There's plenty of sailors around.
Hey, sailor!
Fuck you!
Hey, fuck you!
What? Hey, those are fighting words. Hey, you want to fight? Hey, those are fighting words.
Oh, you want to go? You want to throw down? Throw down right here.
You want to
Starts taking
catch
his-
these hands?
He starts taking his shirt off. Hey man, put your shirt back on.
Kick him right in the balls.
Alright, fair and opinion.
Wait, fair and human? What?
I said fair and opinion because we haven't heard from him yet.
What do you think,
Fight.
Farron? Bar fight or bum fight?
I'm not.
Bravo.
I'm-
Oh, there you go.
sorry, I'm here. Sorry. I'm not sure. We could. I think
Why don't we just try to bribe one of the guards?
Why don't we just go ask them what's up? Why are you following us? What do you know about this guy? What are they gonna do? Kill us? We can take him.
Good point. Let's just do the
Wait.
direct route.
I was gonna say, well, remember,
Wait.
Itchy ain't with you though.
We're
Well, we can wait till Itchy comes back.
Well, Itchy's still within proximity. He could run up to it.
I could, but that would also blow the cover. That's the
And
only
you're with
downside.
Huggin, so Huggin can let you know if we're in trouble.
Wait, but if we do this stealthily, then we don't have to worry about backup or constantly being ambushed.
You-
We still have to explore the city.
We don't want to piss these people off just yet. So I think Big Hat has the perfect direct approach. Let's just go find out what's going on. We'll go talk to the captain of the guard if we must.
You know what? I will come closer, but I'm still not gonna be whatchamacallit. Basically, response distance if need be.
We've committed no crimes. We've no reason to hide. We're simply seeking someone.
No, but they're bad guys. Obviously, they don't want us finding out things that we shouldn't
Are they?
find out.
We don't know that.
We can't assume that. I don't think they're. For all we know, this guy. They could hate the guy, right? And they think we're friends of him. Like we have no idea.
I don't know. I'm also looking at this in terms of our town that we came from. Everyone there was twisted and jaded, and the whole town was basically ruined.
You don't get that sense from this. They just don't want. Every time you mention this person's name, they don't want to talk to you.
You must be either influential or infamous.
Yeah, I guess we could fight 4 guards.
Well, we may not even have to fight him. I think we should just try talking to him.
Let Big Hat do the talking.
Yeah, sure. I'll talk to
Hey,
him. So I'll
Hey,
walk
yes.
up to the guards that have been following us.
With us behind him.
Yeah, not alone, certainly.
So the first thing you notice as you attempt to approach these guards, they walk away from you.
Oh, god damn it.
All right.
They are keeping their distance away from you. But as you notice, the longer that you stand around doing pretty much nothing, the less guards you begin to see.
Maybe they were just suspicious. And when they see that we're just going to sleep in horse shit, that they started caring less.
Maybe.
Can
We
I
should
fund
go
the
to the
better
garrison.
place?
I wanted them underestimating us. That's why I left the expensive place. I
I'm-
went to the manger.
I'm in full plate armor with a tower shield. I don't think they think I'm poor.
Yeah, but we're not with you.
Yes, that's true.
so, well, wait, could I message? I could try to message one of the guards with my brain message thing. Since they won't get close to us.
We could just walk up to the garrison.
Well, if they're hostile, do we want a whole, guard garrison coming after us?
Well, no. But they've no reason to attack us.
You're also assuming they're hostile.
That's what I'm saying. They may not be hostile. They could be. They're cautious of this man. Like he's a Voldemort that you're not allowed to say his name or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, shit. Who do we go ask if the guards are running from us? We could walk them all the way to the edge of town. Be like, all right, now where are you gonna go?
Yes, that's a good idea. Let's try that. Or let's
Welcome
just
into
go straight to the garrison.
We could also have Hugin approach one of the guards, since he could fly straight up to one.
Great idea. Try that one first.
So Marcellus looks around to see the nearest guard, who is trying very, very much so to be stealthily and just is failing miserably.
They're not really trying to be stealthy. They're just keeping a perimeter watching you. Because you guys saw them pretty easily. They're not trying to hide. They are just there. So like seeing a policeman on the corner, and then an hour later you still see the same one, just in a different spot. It's kind of like that.
So Hugin flies right up to a lamppost near the guard. And I guess he can't really use message. Would I be able to use message if I'm seeing through his eyes?
Your range is 100 feet.
So, yeah. Well, I'm going to fake him out. I'm going to make him think that the budgie's speaking to him.
Okay.
So, Hugin flies down on a piece of, maybe like a newsstand or something, right next to the guard, and he looks at him. And all of a sudden, the guard hears in his ears, who are you? And why are you following us?
The guard looks around, then looks at the bird. He chuckles. Neat trick. Wonder which one traded this one.
We have noticed you spying on us. What is your purpose here?
Since when am I spying on birds? And here I am talking to a bird. I think I need to stop drinking so much.
We mentioned the name at a bar, at a tavern you happen to be at.
You don't look like a dwarf, an Asimir, and a Undine. You look like a bird. Get lost, bird. I don't know who's trained you, but I have no business with you. Go away.
You yourself are being followed.
Yeah, by my boss, who told me that I need to get off my shift in about half an hour. Go away, bird.
We just want to know why you're following us. Who gave you those orders?
I don't have to answer to a bird. He just turns and leaves.
Well, Hugin's bad breath made the god leave, so at least we got that accomplished.
He should have trimmed his nose hairs, I suppose.
Let's go and sit in the bar and just listen for a little bit. Maybe somebody's going to say something which will give us a vibe of what the hell's going on. Itchy knows, well, that's a bar too, you know. They're just full. That's why we had to stay in the shithole.
Itchy, you watch as the sun begins setting on the day that you guys arrived. Ryzen, Marcellus, and Farron all together at where the stable in the bar is. And with each passing hour, they see less, only down to a singular town guard before he looks up, looks up at the sun where it is before he picks up his things, his spear and his shield, and then begins to move away from the group. Itchy, all alone, sees guards walk past him, just giving him a quick glance, but nothing more than that. And night falls on this trading port.
Well, we should probably, I would think, go to bed. So, should I join them? Should I try not to be seen while joining them? I can't stealth for shit.
Maybe Hugin could cause a distraction.
I mean, you currently have no guards watching you at the moment. I don't know why you would need a distraction.
Well, if they're still watching the party, you would have to sneak past them too.
But they're not. And I
Uh,
said that the last one that was watching you, because they're not trying to hide, they're making it obvious that you are being looked at, has now picked his stuff up and has left.
okay, well, you heard it here, folks. God has decided we are not being watched.
No, it's just that you guys aren't doing anything suspicious. They've been watching you for like 3 hours. You haven't been doing anything suspicious, so maybe you aren't being suspicious.
But that name is suspicious, so maybe you guys were right. Maybe he is frowned upon around here.
That's what they've been trying to tell you.
I didn't hear anything like that. Anyways,
Alright. Come back without making it obvious I'm going directly to them.
No, you're just heading over to the stables. Go check on your horse. No, hey, it's your friends.
Let's not go crazy here.
Well, I mean, one of them did go and kill all your people and made you a slave and was going to sacrifice you to the altar. One of them being the person who did the rituals, and the other one being the pilot of the slaver boat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, shit. Now, this is where I have character problems.
Yep, because you're pretty angry.
Because that's like my whole backstory, was I was only here to get basically revenge on whoever did this to me.
Yeah, but it wasn't them that made you that they were all working for the other guy.
I mean,
And you're not opposed to slavery, as that is what gnolls do.
yeah, but not me getting taken into slavery.
Well, all the people that were part of you being enslaved are all right here in this stable with you.
But isn't it kind of ironic and the turn of fate that you just so happen to be working with them to find the main leader?
Yep, ever since you woke up in the asylum, they've been nothing but helpful to you.
I guess that's true. I could even say that's why I went separate. Needed to take a walk.
You can always relay that to them, unless you want to keep that to yourself.
Nah, I'll keep it to myself. Just say, I needed to take a walk. Blow off some steam. Caught a fish. Killed a homeless man. Got a horde, you know.
You know what you're looking for. You're looking for this place that the Esoteric Knights of Evolvement meet up. There is someone there that named Ethem that you may want to look for, because he may know where this gentleman you're after is. The High Society may know where an associate of Hasterton Laus, who is also part of High Society, would be housed.
Maybe we should leave early before the guards wake up. Go to bed early and then leave super duper early before the sun rises.
Or stay up all night drinking and just leave early.
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. It's not like I have to replenish my spells or anything.
Shouldn't have to,
Right,
actually.
Big Dad?
It's been
We
several
haven't had a
days.
single break since the Nightmare Hospital. Quiet, you.
We were on a
You're not
ship
even
ride
here.
for... Yes, I am.
Oh,
We were on a
quiet,
ship
you.
ride for days.
You just learned common and now you're gonna tell me?
It's been like a couple months. It's been almost a month now since he's learned Common.
Yeah, but we were
At this
working the whole time that we've been, that we were on the boat. Every time we went to sleep, we had to go to work. There was no rest for us.
Okay, anyway. But, anyways, we should go to that place. I think.
I agree.
The place and the things.
That one over yonder.
Yep, by number 7, let's say.
All right. So you guys wake up just before the sun starts to crack over the sea on the horizon. Because it's not the sea, that's the west. Or it's rises in the west. No, rises in the east, sets in the west. So you're looking for a place called the Sceptered House. It doesn't take very long for people to point out that establishment. You head towards it. You can see a two-story building. It's pretty modest. You do see clothes hanging out the back and a couple of chickens roaming around in one of the side yards.
It must be hidden. Are we gonna proceed?
I don't know, are you?
I'm not gonna lie, I already forgot what we were here for.
Oh my goodness, I just told you. Like, not a couple seconds ago.
High society, hot shots who are having a high society hot shot party.
So it's not a party. It's a meeting of a group called the Esoteric Knights of Evolvement. Basically, people like master alchemists, engineers, shipbuilders, and socialites dabbling in the esoteric to make their lives more interesting.
We're quite esoteric. Perhaps we should join.
I'm an engineer.
I don't know what that word means, but I walk up to what I think is the front door.
Okay.
And I knock on the door.
Within a couple seconds, a woman dressed in an apron, a long dress, and her hair pulled back in a cap. Yes.
Hello there. I happen to be one of the many distinguished guests of honor who are attending one of these lovely subject meetings, subject of the esoteric things. You wouldn't know that because you're probably not a part of the meetings, but I'm here to join the meeting.
I'd swear if you stuck your nose any higher, you'd be looking straight up. You must be one of them. They're in the back.
Oh, thank you, madam. Can my pet, very
No.
rare... I didn't even tell you what kind of pet...
He stays outside, and he points to Kugan.
Oh, thank God, I thought he was gonna point to me.
And then points to Itchy. I'm gonna need you to stay mostly in the front. I don't think you'll fit where the rest is.
What about my compatriots out here? The blue man with the big hat and the small dwarf.
You're allowed to bring guests. Just stop talking.
But
I cannot stand your mightier than thou language.
but I'm a doctor of engineering.
Anyways,
then you may want to talk to Ethem. He's also an engineer. Most of the boats here are built by him. And she says as she's ushering you in.
That's a
And then-
shipwright, not an engineer.
No, he's an engineer too. And then keeps Hugin out with her foot. Nope, not you. You enter the establishment. You can find this not small house, but this house is now cramped, full of book-filled chambers, linked by oddly twisting staircases that lean against the walls. Strange corners and bend in weird, strange ways that make it feel unreal.
this is very esoteric.
You see several people dressed in finery, all speaking amongst each other in almost the same way that Marcellus is, except without their noses so high in the air.
Damn it, I'm the highest nose here.
You can see the smug conversations, the arguments, the talking of philosophy. One thing that does stand out is that there is a rather small man, pointed ears, really long eyebrows, and mutton chops, but his almost entirely white, almost monochrome.
Is this some sort of magic thing?
Marcellus, you would know that based on your studies of magical creatures, this is a gnome. Gnomes are from the Fae, so they're not naturally from the material plane. Gnomes usually have will always need to find something new to learn, something new to do, something to keep their minds occupied, or they go through something called bleaching. Bleaching is a condition that only affects gnomes when they've run out of new excitement and new experiences, and then they begin to become almost mad with their lack of motivation or aspiration. So they begin to lose all their color, become monochrome, and they begin to age rapidly. This man's probably not older than 30, but he looks like he's 60 due to the bleaching.
Ah, well, so Marcellus walks up to the gnome and greets him. Hello there. Don't you know not everything is black or white?
The gnome just barely looks up from the scattered books and notes on the desk that he sat at. Funny. Hey, get off my drums.
Anyways, something tells me you're looking for a bit of excitement in this town. I heard there's been some trouble recently, and we're here to fix it.
He scratches his shaven chin. Nope, think you're barking up the wrong tree. There's nothing exciting here anymore. Just ships. Putting things on ships, designing ships, engineering the things that go on them, so on and so forth.
But haven't you noticed that we're new around this town?
Oh, I do see that you are in fact new, but I could have sworn I've seen you before. He points to Farron. I
Well,
think I remember building a boat for you.
so you were a boat builder. What compels you to be such an esoteric dweller like the rest of us?
Engineering's a passion of mine.
I point to Itchy. This guy.
You're an engineer. You don't look much like one. You look more like you kind of slap things together and they just work.
I know.
Isn't that what
Oh.
engineers do?
I know all things engineering.
I suppose you're right. We do just kind of throw things at the wall, and sometimes it sticks and sometimes it explodes.
Have you heard about the new method of building? I don't know. I'm a structure engineer. Why not?
Look, the
Must see.
Itchy and this man, who you don't even know his name yet, begin to have a conversation about what a double-ended drawbridge, how it would both connect in the middle through clamps, but also be able to lift at the same time without disrupting the ground that they're attached to. And they seem to go on.
That is pretty
I
esoteric.
need a beer.
By the way,
I don't believe I've introduced myself. I am Ethan Bayless, a shipwright engineer, so on. Who are you?
I'm Itchy. Kind of an engineer from very far away land.
Are you part of the... He names off a couple of tribes that you're not familiar with.
I don't remember where I'm from.
Well, he didn't mention any of your tribes. He didn't mention your tribe in the list that he gave off.
I'd be like, no, I actually come from Knoll Hot Dog Nation.
The Hot Link tribe. I haven't heard of them
Hot
before.
Link Tribe, yes, that's actually a good one.
Haven't heard of them, but I do trade with the Knolls as their knowledge of anatomy seems to be above the usual. Probably due to the cannibalism.
I was gonna say that we rip things apart with our hands. We tend to learn about them.
But putting them back together, is that not engineering? No, that's medical, you dummy.
No, that's necromancy, and I'm good at that too.
Do you know anything about alchemy?
Actually, no.
There's this man that I know. He's got a laboratory out here. Mun is his name. If you're interested in engineering, he's got an alchemy lab out there. He can probably help with some of your engineering ideas. He's got some of these pretty great, like, blue substances. Doesn't stick to your hands, but sticks to metal.
Could be used in a military application.
Mun said that when he was here last, probably about a few days ago, he was referring to an anomalous friend coming to visit him. And then I haven't seen him since.
Must be caught up with this friend. He might be a friend of ours, actually.
I'm afraid he didn't give me a name, just said it was a friend of his. If you head out into the marshes, and he gives you some pretty detailed directions to go, Itchy. He mentions that this was an old infirmary that I have to keep going back to pronounce his name. Micnian was using for his studies of alchemy, to get away from any possible hazards causing any damage to the populace. He also brings his findings back into town to then sell to the people here.
Does he mention the name Micnian?
He does. Micnian Mun is his name, but he just calls him Mun.
He's more connected than we think.
I had to look up my relative intelligence level to see exactly. I'm like, actually, would I be having this conversation? And yes, I actually could have this conversation with this person.
Yeah, you have skill in engineering, and you rolled a 26.
Well,
so yes,
I mean, just my general intelligence level of, like, explaining things and whatnot. 12.
Yep, you could. You know how things work.
No, like, I would understand how the engineering works, but, like, to have a conversation about engineering is different than knowing how it works, if that makes any sense.
Even though your common isn't that good, you do know you can still hold a conversation.
Maybe.
Alright, so now you know the location of the old infirmary where you can find Micnian Mun, who had, according to this bleaching gnome, had a friend come by, and you can only assume, based on notes, that would have been Laos. And they haven't seen him for a couple days.
Well, that's the next place to go. Okay, Itchy, go ahead and give him your number so we can get the hell out of here.
We must talk more on these drawbridges, as we call them.
The double-ended drawbridges. That's what you call them.
Yes. Maybe you can connect one over your porch there. Have a nice road going from one side to the other.
That would be it would be something, but sounds terribly boring.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of excitement of the idea, but he's immediately taken back by the bleach, and now it's just boring.
I know something exciting. We mentioned a name, and it turned the entire town on its head.
Uh-oh.
I'm assuming you're talking about Mun, then. Yeah, it's the same person.
Yes.
Now, let's see. He has a connection here in town. He does good things for the people here, and they don't want any trouble. He's eccentric like the rest of us here.
Why would people assume we are trouble? Because we're...
You're strangers coming in to ask about a man that they adore.
Confusing me. We don't look like we're up to no good. Look at Itchy,
Just-
upstanding engineer.
You're still strangers and outsiders. They just don't. They don't trust most of the people who come off the ship and don't immediately get back on. We're not. This isn't really a settlement town. It's just a port.
Where can we find one?
He already told you.
All right, let's go. We can talk about double dongs later.
So we all drag Itchy out as he continues to try to talk about double-ended drawbridges with this man.
Yes.
They're still continuing to talk. He's even left claw marks in the floor.
No, I like these people. Nah.
They're smart like our eye is.
They're smart like me is. Alright, so you guys leave the building. You know which way to go? You must go out into the marshes, follow it north along the trees that line up against the river, then turn right when you reach the lightning struck tree, and you should straight on. You'll find the old infirmary.
Should we go get some horses?
I was gonna say, would we actually be able to get horses?
Well, we could find out if there's any for sale down to the docks. Hello. Docks, please.
You need to find out if this place could have them.
Maybe. I don't even need a horse. I could use a donkey.
I could
Yeah,
use
you
my
can.
bird.
You can buy stuff here. It is a metropolis, so whatever.
Wow, that's a
value-
huge city.
It's considered a metropolis according to any document because there's about 30,000 people that live here.
I mean, as far as old school standards, that's huge.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a ton of people.
Okay, so this map's actually a lot smaller than it appears.
All right.
So yeah, if you guys want to do some shopping, I'll have to find out like what you can get in a metropolis.
Well,
I
we
think
need
everything
horses
in the
first.
metropolis.
Yeah,
Well,
Metropolis
almost
is the
everything.
biggest one there is.
In that case, I'm getting a heavy combat horse.
You know, New York City's called a metropolis.
How much
Chicago's
are
called a
horses?
metropolis.
I don't know.
Oh,
Let me look in the
which one do you want? I have
compendium.
the chart up right now. There's heavy, light, combat trained, not combat trained.
I just need a light riding horse.
75 gold.
Yeah, same. Oh, we can afford that.
A heavy combat trained horse, 300 gold. I think I'm going for that. Or a
Well,
master
I
dog.
would say role playing wise, you need that.
Yeah. And I even have a training kit and barding. So I even can get armor for him. Not that I'm ever going to take him into combat, but, you know, for whatchamacallit's sake.
I just put light riding horse in my gear.
Make sure to buy food.
So according to this, you can buy up to 8th level spellcasting items in a metropolis. The maximum purchase limit at once is about 100,000, and the base value of most items is at 16,000.
Yeah, this is the biggest city class, right?
Yeah, metropolis is the largest you can get. So essentially, you can buy up to 8th level magic items here.
We could buy griffins.
Damn, and I just bought this fucking horse.
It's 3,500 bucks.
Damn, I don't have that much money.
I think I actually do. Fucking ride a griffin. I'm joking, by the way. I don't want to actually do that. Maybe it won't like mammoth, though. I don't know.
So I go for a little ride and go, all right, guys, should we stay the night and then go or head out now?
Out fair, and if you want to get a stronger crossbow, this might be the place you want to do it.
Oh, yeah, because you could get like masterwork and shit.
How much would a +1 crossbow be?
I don't know. I don't know where to find these charts. like trying to find out what increases the value, and by how much per thing. Uh, okay, so master weapons increase. It's a 300 gold cost to upgrade a normal weapon to masterwork, and I believe it's 1,000 per +1 that you add. I can't find any info at all.
Then that gives me enough to add to. I can make my crossbow a +1 heavy crossbow.
Yeah, for 1,600 then.
Oh, I already have the crossbow. I thought you said it was 1,000 to add a +1.
I'm trying here.
Oh yeah, I mean, we can
Where did
we can look into it later. I'm not.
Well, where did they get this from? So to add a +1 is 2,000 gold.
Damn, that's expensive.
Yeah, to make a base item a +1 is 2,000.
Oh, then I can't afford it. Oh well.
Yeah.
How much do you need? I have some money I can give you.
I have 1,500, so I would need
here,
500.
allow me to give you $500.
I thought I had more money.
I seem to have found some pretty decent equipment on the way, so I find myself not in need.
If you want to, Cabo, if you want to spend 2,400, you could get +1 repeating heavy crossbow.
Can he use that? Isn't that a specialty weapon?
It's an exotic weapon, yeah.
Yeah, an exotic weapon.
So no, you can't.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't. Not yet.
You'd have to take a feat for it.
Yeah, he would have to take a feat for exotic weapon. But if he's taking crossbow mastery, the repeating crossbow won't matter, because he's basically going to be able to do the repeating crossbow anyway. So a +1 heavy crossbow. So it's just the heavy crossbow, just $2,000 to upgrade your current one to a +1.
Maybe you should try to haggle with him. How's your persuasion? Maybe you can get Itchy to help.
Yeah, I mean, can I try to haggle it down, or is it a set price?
Everything is negotiable.
I don't know. There really isn't. There really isn't a way to haggle in Pathfinder.
Come on, there's got to be. How about you find a merchant and use his... What would we use it on persuasion? What do you have to roll to persuade somebody?
I'd say just do
Diplomacy.
a charisma check on both of them.
Yeah, just roll diplomacy and give him like a decent difficulty check. And it doesn't have to be like 50% off. It could even be 10%.
Well, you could give it a try.
You got to give him the pitch. All right. I need it for less than that.
So what do I roll?
You could use any of the negotiation skills. So diplomacy, bluff, intimidate.
Wait, sorry, Minka was talking to me. What was
Any
what
of
do
the any of the dialogue skills.
all I really have is diplomacy. Does that count?
That is a dialogue skill.
Oh, terrible roll.
You had no effect on the shopkeeper. You are still paying the full price.
Okay. Then
He's like,
I
you're
have no
lucky I
gold
don't
left.
charge you more for that horrible pitch. Is Hugin big enough to carry you?
No, unless you were to reduce person yourself, Hugin's only medium size. You probably don't want to cast Baleful Polymorph on yourself. That has the problem of permanency.
Yes.
120 feet's a really long fucking range for that crossbow.
Yeah, so his crossbow is now a 1d10 plus 1 to hit, or plus 1 damage. And a plus 1 to hit.
Are you gentlemen ready to make away? Perhaps we can run into Mun before the end of the day. 75 for a light riding horse. Well, yeah, I still think Itchy would need a big ass horse because he's big and scary, and it would probably freak out most horses. So a war horse would be essentially his only option.
At least, Baron finally got an upgrade.
Yeah.
Wolf feed is 5 CP a day.
Yeah, it's going to cost you 5 copper a day to keep your horse fed. Alright, Ryzen's ready to go. He's got a horse. Baron's broke.
Spend all my copper to get.
Oh,
50.
yeah, I can give Farron money for a horse too. I'll minus another 75 and
I
give Farron a
appreciate it.
horse.
Alright.
I've only spent like 600 bucks today.
Yeah, but
I spent
Baron
a lot.
spent all of his. Baron's at 0.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't have any problem buying the horse or giving Farron money to get his crossbow because I have nothing to spend money on, so I might as well spend it on the party.
See, I bought the heavy horse, the armor for the horse, the saddle,
I have
the animal
52
bag. I
gold
bought a
left.
guard dog for the camp.
What do you do in there? Freaking Itchy, I don't want to do all that.
Yeah, we're gonna like ride 10 feet.
You don't have to. Like I said, the dog's just a camp dog.
You make it like this could be a multi-day trip to get to this place.
Well, I wanted one.
Oh, well, of course.
The sad
They got stables, so you're gonna have to pay the stable to keep it when we get back.
Yeah.
All right, tally ho!
Alright, so you head off. As you're leaving, you can see the guards are watching you as you leave. But because you've got horses, you're able to quickly move past them before they could block your way as you guys head out of Casimir. Them shouting at you to come back before you guys disappear into the mists of the morning marsh.
What do you think they wanted to shout us back for?
I don't know. When we tried to approach them yesterday, they did everything but run from us.
Yeah, they made themselves scarce, and now today, when we're making ourselves scarce,
No. The gales of the inner sea taking their toll in this grim old pile, thick with the fetid odor that blows across the Blackwood swamp when the wind is high. A venerable building rises from a windowless ground floor to a high, steep gable several stories above. A single great iron door scowls at the visitors. A small and austere garden decays out front, surrounded by a rusting iron fence sitting 6 feet high and pierced with a gateway. Perched upon the gate are a murder of crows that all watch you as you approach. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you. So
We're having some audio problems.
The thick ivy crawls all over this tall building, even breaking through the attic window you can see at the top. The garden is utterly decayed and neglected, overgrown in summer or dying and rotting in heaps in winter.
Is your headset dead? We're having a problem with Bean's headset. Sorry.
Anyways, so Hugin stares intimidatingly at the other ravens or crows or whatever the hell they are. He doesn't really care. He flips them off.
He can't do that. He doesn't have hands.
Hit with his toes.
So a dangling sign above the iron door, held by a trio of smiling angels, read, "Give succor to the trouble," and a great iron knocker hangs at the door center. You see on flanking either side of the front door are two statues holding out bowls filled with fetid water.
I go and knock on the door.
You use the iron knocker.
Yes, I grab his knocker.
So you grab the iron knocker. Just for a moment, it echoes through what sounds like an empty building, before a small window opens up at the front. "Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm afraid that I am too busy for the Talden Navy and cannot be disturbed. Please return tomorrow." And then the thing closes.
Well, let's set up camp right here, gentlemen, in the front porch.
Yeah, we'll just start squatting. That'll get his attention.
So we round up our horses, tie them to the fence, and begin to make camp right here in his front porch.
All right. So you do.
You thought the guard dog wasn't going to be a good idea.
You listen to the creaking, you listen to the frogs and the cicadas of the swamp that surround you. You can even see some, almost looks like will-o'-wisps floating out there, but they just end up being lightning bugs. There's not a single sound coming from the old infirmary the whole time they're just sitting here with camp. No windows. There are no windows on this building except for higher up in the attic, so there's no way to peek in or anybody to peek out.
I look at Hugin immediately.
What are you looking at?
What if one of our winged companions just so happened to be able to fly up there and see what is through the window worth seeing?
Hugin flies up to the attic window where the ivy has completely grown inside. Unfortunately, it's far too thick to be able to get a good view. But Hugin, roll a perception.
Damn, he could see through that ivy, no problem. In fact, his eyes are laser eyes.
He cannot see through the ivy. But just being there near the top, he suddenly gets an overwhelming presence of fear. Roll a will save.
Uh-oh.
Must have saw an old man naked.
He almost feels as if the oppressive sensation of something up there is almost going to reach out and grasp him. Briefly, Marcellus, you see what appears to be like a gnarled hand like that of a twisted tree reach out and grab Hugin. Hugin is now frightened, and he immediately runs away from the window that he was looking in.
Now, Marcellus, who happened to be looking through his eyes,
Roll a will save, Marcellus.
damn it.
Marcellus suddenly can no longer have the will to even pass the gate. For every time he wants to step through those gates, he's repelled by his fear of whatever was up there.
Guys, I'm shitting myself right now.
You can stay outside the gate tonight. It's okay.
It's like every time you're outside the gate, you feel that presence fade, but when you turn to go back, it immediately grasps onto you again, and you cannot seem to shake it.
Perhaps it'll fade by the morning. When you quit being such a bitch.
So, I guess we sleep the night here?
Yep. I'll take the first watch.
Alright, so the first few hours of the night have passed by. Ryzen, you sit and watch the swamp in the distance. You don't see any movement, and all you hear is the sound of frogs and cicadas. The occasional flapping of wings as one of the crows that has been perched on the gate take off into the night.
That's rather pleasant, actually.
The rest of your watch is uneventful.
I guess I'd take second.
Alright, well, I wake up Itchy and I say, I'm not sure we should wake up Marcellus for this. He's under a hex. He may see shadows jumping.
Fine. Okay.
It's just more of the same. Almost the exact same. Nothing's really changed. And you wait and you see the mist begin to rise from the swamp as the temperature rises, as the sun begins to rise over the horizon.
And I guess we got Farron for last watch.
Yeah, I'll take last.
Alright, roll perception, Farron. Farron, you look up at the 4-story building, the 3-story building, including the attic. You wonder, or you look at where the ivy is growing into the window. And you could swear you could feel something looking back at you, but all you see is ivy. And then that feeling fades. That feeling is almost immediately taken away as one of the other crows flies past you out into the swamp. You look back up and it's just ivy again.
Marcellus is just sitting there, sucking his thumb, rolling back and forth.
Marcellus, you're no longer feared, or under the effect of fear.
So I immediately identify what I just saw.
You didn't see anything but ivy. That looks like ivy.
So Hugin immediately identified.
Hugin only remembers seeing ivy. He just felt a presence. He cannot identify it.
Alright, so we eat our breakfast and then I knock on the door again.
Knock on the door again.
Try to pretend you're a caroler or something. They can't say no to holidays.
The small little flap opens again.
We're seeking the engineer Munn. An
Oh,
alchemist, they say.
Where's my spot? Where is it?
I don't know. Why are you asking me that?
Maybe you should say Asterton Laos sent us.
No.
He says, the man on the other side says, "Sorry, I am busy with an experiment for the Talbot Navy and cannot be disturbed. Return tomorrow." Which the little door closes again.
I see. Alright, Itchy. We're gonna have to take this door out. I guess I'll have to do it.
That's just headbutt power. That's the power up. And then one of these with a crowbar at least, so at least it's a +2.
God damn, he is an engineer. He's got a hell of a door.
Well, Hugin's gonna have to do this now.
Oh.
Hugin steps.
Oh, that's going to hit everybody there. Okay. I need all 4 of you to roll a reflex save as the water inside both of the bowls that the statues hold begin to bubble and splatter, and then suddenly huge sprays from both of them crisscross each other across the entrance of the building. Did anybody save? Yes. Ryzen and Farron save. So you will take half damage. Alright, so everybody takes 19 acid damage for Ryzen, and Farron will take half. That would be 9, yeah, round down. As the whole Marcellus sees the whole group sprayed with acid from both the statues.
I told you there was something in there. This man gets defenestrated today. Does anyone have a way to open this fucking door, or do I have to climb the tower? There's ivy enough. I could make it.
Well, you and Itchy only did one attempt of it. Itchy, you can roll engineering on a trap that's already been set off to find out what kind of mechanism it has, if it's like a resetting. It is a manual reset, so it will not happen again.
Yeah, best door open again. Crowbot power.
Crowbot. Yeah, with a little bit more effort this time, you guys pry the door open, breaking it down.
Oh, hi.
Beyond the door is a cozy chamber with a curiously carved wooden coat rack topped with stuffed sturges, among which hang several fine garments that suggest their wearer is a gentleman of some sort standing. Numerous fancy bottles, strange alchemical objects, and a hefty cudgel sits on the recessed shelves. Directly opposite the door is a fine portrait of a thin man in his 50s with a neat blonde hair and an immaculate attire. A chemical scent fills the air. The man stands here and goes, "Oh, hello, welcome."
So I immediately rush in and start punching him in the face.
Oh, no need for... He tries to step back away. No need for violence. It's not necessary.
Yeah,
Someone's gonna pay for the fucking acid damage I just took, so...
I'm sorry, you were the one who attempted to break the door down. The fault is yours. My father set up these traps to prevent unwanted visitors.
These are your
such as
final
those who broke
words.
them.
You'd better let us up to Simon this moment.
I'm sorry, my father is not here.
Where is he?
He left with the other men. The one he said Laos, his friend.
Where did they go?
I don't know. They did not tell me. I apologize.
So Marcellus and Hugin walk up.
You look at this man who stands before you, and you look at the portrait of the man on the wall, and they are identical.
Alright, so I smash him over the head with my light mace.
Okay?
Oh, okay. Guess we're fighting him.
He deftly dodges your first attack. And your second attack hits him.
Now, Mun, or you die. I'm not good at intimidating or persuading. This is all I can do.
Alright.
So as soon as your second attack hits him, you realize it does very little damage to him. But upon looking at his face where your mace had hit him, you can see some of the skin has started to shed off of him, and you can find that he is completely hollow on the inside.
Fuck.
Not
He
real.
puts his hand up to his head and realizes that he's been damaged. He goes, "That was completely unnecessary."
You're a robot.
I warned you. You were
Yes.
uttering your final words.
I am a construct. Built by my father.
Wait, but why are you here?
He asked me to watch his study, and so I do. I watch his laboratory, make sure that the stitched monsters upstairs do not wreck his valuable chemicals, and that the monster in the attic does not come downstairs.
Can we burn this place down, gentlemen?
I'm sorry, no, I cannot.
I wasn't talking to this guy. Talking to you.
Well, I think
Oh,
that's a
my
bit
beg my pardon.
I think that's a bit extreme. We don't need to burn it down, but we will need to go through your
Well,
creator's
hold on.
notes.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. You can find that there's the medical observatory next door. We have the main office to the north. I warn you, upstairs we have some unwanted creatures.
Experiments of some mistake.
Oh yes, definitely.
You know, I was awfully frightened when I was compelled to check the place that he answered from your father that I thought he did. Maybe it was another construct, but you said there's a monster upstairs?
Yes, in the attic.
What kind of monster?
I don't know. The Darrow don't go close to him either.
What the devil?
Big Hat, what are we doing here? We
Well,
know where
we're
he
trying-
went. He left with Lao She. Should we
Yeah, but
follow?
we don't know where they went. All we know is they left.
So we had to find out where.
Yeah, I wanna go to the office.
Yeah, where's his study?
Oh, excuse me, I'll get out of your way.
Yeah, I wanna go through the notes looking for any mention of the Necronomicon.
So he opens the door to the south of you and walks through, and then takes another door and walks you down.
Maybe we should follow him. Huggin?
Again?
You enter through this door here, and you find yourself into what appears to be a large room that has an opening in the center floor. Through a series of worn handrails prevents careless falls to the ground below. Chambers filled with books and intriguing objects of the medical nature. Upon looking through the hollow in the center, you can see a single surgical table in the middle. It looks like this is some kind of observatory.
Which way to the study?
Head back to the main entrance, and then take. Oh, and the main entrance, the room that you followed me through. This one. He points to the one behind you.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Big Hat.
No, I'll start
Inside the
rifling through
place.
papers, looking for.
So this side room contains a small library, and a number of interesting old maps are framed and hanged on the walls. 2 comfortable leather captain's chairs are drawn up to a curious table made from a small preserved owlbear. A decanter half full of red liquid and a leather case lie on the bizarre table. You look at these maps and you can find that most of them depict the region of the Inner Sea. Some of them are quite old and fine, depicting Ustalov and Osiris, which are 2 continents that are within the Inner Sea region. You take a closer look at the owlbear table and realize that it is an actual taxidermy owlbear that has somehow been shrunk and dislocated limbs in order for the creature to lie on its back and support the tabletop.
So he's a sick bastard. He's like the janitor from Scrubs.
Well, what else would you like to look at?
You guys,
Cavo?
Do any of the maps have like a marking on them indicating, like, here's the Necronomicon?
Well, you look at the maps here. You get closer to, and you realize one of them, it looks like has been disturbed recently. As you can see, some fingerprints are on one of the corners.
Hold it up to a fire or something. Maybe you can like see through it.
Let me see it. I'm an investigator. I look at it, and I can't tell any notable differences.
So you take the painting off the wall, and a small little scroll falls from behind it
Painting scroll.
onto the table that's just below it.
I'll check the scroll. What is it? What's it saying?
It appears to be a magical scroll. Are you able to read magic?
I don't actually know the answer to that.
Retro.
I mean, I have spellcraft, but I'm not great at it.
Now, but you do have someone who is.
Hey, Marcellus, what is this? And I'll hand it to him.
This is a scroll.
Well, yes.
It's a magical item that you could usually use.
Yes. This is a scroll of raised dead.
I can use that.
So this guy is a sick bastard.
But you don't find anything about where he was going.
Do you think you could raise the owlbear?
No, I didn't get too long. There's a limit to
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Would have been cool to have a table bear.
Plus,
Well-
it's all broken and like misshapen because they made it into a table.
You know, he'd have been our special little guy.
Maybe we should ask the construct if he's had any patience here recently. So Hugin walks up and pokes the construct. Boop.
Oh, excuse me, am I in the way?
No. I was going to ask if he had any recent patients who went under surgical procedure. He's a medical student, after all.
I'm afraid that he hasn't had any recent experiments, if that's what you're asking. But the Darrow here are looking for some of his results. You may see them wandering around. You can notice them pretty easily. They're blue. Much that one, and he points to Baron. Except less refined.
Pharaoh, perhaps?
You could say that. I believe they're mostly mad.
Oh,
Not in the angry sense, but in the mental sense.
is there a way downstairs to that?
Yes. He points right over here. You could take the elevator.
Well, I guess Hugin should be the sacrifice in this case. He could fly out of there if he needs to. So Marcellus turns to the party. Should we send the bird downstairs? Maybe he'll find a body.
Well, I'm kind of stumped as to how to figure out where to go from here, if I'm being honest.
Well, there's a big scary
you have
monster.
You have several options. You have the elevator that will take you down the floor below. There is a set of stairs over here. There's this entire room you haven't looked at yet.
Let's do the entire room we haven't looked at yet.
Yeah, let's go into that room.
Any more gizmo? Oh, never mind. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Oh,
They
sorry.
just barge right past you. He did.
I went in through the other door.
The construct did say this place is trapped, so you may want to be careful about flinging doors open.
Well, hopefully I would have been safe and didn't get exploded by you opening the fucking door in my face.
Actually, Ryzen, before you can open the door, one of the coats on the Sturge crafted coat rack catches your eye, as it looks like one of the pockets is heavy. Like it's sagging
Better
lower
be
than the rest.
money in there.
It's low hanging.
What's in this pocket?
You pull out a silver stoppered potion of some kind.
Ow! Mousetrap!
Digging deeper, you find 3 platinum pieces.
I give him the big hat and the jar too. Yeah, what are these? Also keep the money since you're broke.
Inside
Okay.
the silver stoppered jar, it seems like the liquid inside is almost like a silvery color that glitters in the light.
Unicorn blood, according to Harry Potter.
I don't have like alchemy or anything to identify it.
Yep, that's what Marcellus is for. He's good at all that stuff.
Okay, so I immediately run over here because I hear the magic word, Marcellus. Anyways, what am I identifying?
This potion we found.
Ah.
That is just Arcana, by the way.
This appears to be a consumable
It is
item.
a potion of invisibility.
So this guy really is
So if
evil.
we ever have to stealth, we throw it on Itchy.
Yeah, make him chug it.
Yeah.
So this room that you open, a small side room, contains a quartet of comfortable horsehair seats arranged around a hand-carved mahogany table. The chamber is crammed with oddments, some of an alchemical nature and some of a more medical bent. An overstuffed bookshelf sits in the corner.
Any good stuff to pilfer?
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing in here. I'm gonna look for anything that mentions the Necronomicon and a location.
All right.
Just look for the Lovecraft books. The Dewey Decimal System probably works in his library too.
Roll perception. I'll see how deep you search.
Did you tell him about the wooden paneling? On the table is a bunch of
Good
die.
roll. So you look through most of the books, and most of them are prosaic and general in nature. But there is one, Algernon Muthwaite's Diagrams of the Human Form. You open it up, and immediately your vision is bombarded with very detailed illustrations of a human corpse opened from the chest, from the neck to the groin, showing all the internal organs spaced out in a table beside it. It is a very detailed book of the human anatomy. Might be valuable to the right person.
We give it to some pervert guard guy. They'll probably beat off to it all weekend long.
Among other oddments is a table lap desk carved that depicts rabbits gambling in the meadows. You see it that in the center of there's about a dozen rabbit's feet, a scattering of teeth and eyes mounted on platinum pins on this table. So
Platinum, you say?
there's also seems to be a brass-bound apothecary case containing several bottles, of which one of them is magical.
The bottle?
Probably the contents of the bottle, but
Been watching a lot of Leslie Nielsen stuff, so I take this very literally.
Yep, you guys are.
This bottle is magical, in fact.
Yep, this is a potion of haste.
Why would we need that?
So you don't waste a spell.
It only works on one person.
That's right. You can count.
Other than that, you don't find anything that can lead you to where you need to go.
All right, we're gonna have to fucking clear this place out. I knew it when we got here, when I saw these damn stairs. Itchy, are you ready?
Stairs. Up.
Wait,
We'll go
No!
ahead. But we'll go ahead and stop right here though before you go upstairs.
aww.
Yes, quit wasting our time.
So next week we'll go ahead and pick this up as they keep searching this old infirmary
nice.
for where Hasterton Laus and Mieknian went. Good night, stream.
Good night,
Good night.
stream.
Good night.